philosophical ideas from the history of thought. Floodlight that illuminates what's been going on, and nothing is safe from its dazzlingly crystal gaze. I do recommend it. A snip at £8.50. Right, okay, I think I've just got time for this poem, which is called Fair Trade. Why aren't all goods fair trade? Why just coffee and tea, chocolate and some fruit? Maybe some clothes if they're made from plants. Slave labour in China. We hear appalling things that folks, including children, work in Dickensian conditions merely to make cheap clothes and plastic kitchenware and gadgets and souvenirs and ornaments and garden stuff and everything for us, so we can stuff ourselves with treats of every kind on a daily basis, or weekly, monthly for the at all restrained. So why, asks this book, why don't we have a fair trade mark that encompasses working conditions and health, not just pay, and make it across the board, not just for some foodstuffs? The shepherd sighs a long sigh. Because industry isn't like that. By the time you've legislated, whatever it is will have changed. Because human endeavour is swifter than human power to regulate. Good for the internet, rubbish for working conditions. And in the 19th century, we tried to regulate things, and the bosses just adapted whatever practice it was to sidestep them. Whether working hours or age of workers didn't matter. We outran slave labour in the West, not by clever laws and regulation, but by shipping the situation to other countries, other continents. But it can't go on. Surely it can be stopped, agonises this book, thinking how hateful it is to pull a cracker and delight in the toy that tumbles out, and the hat, the snap, and oh joy, the balloon, to revel and glory in the end result of someone else's untold and unspeakable suffering. To have fun is surely to want it for everyone else too, or at the very least to have it without harming their comfort, asks this book. How can real fun be had in the products of another's unhappiness? That can't be right. The shepherd sighs again. If you want fun without blood, then your best bet is to make your own crackers from scratch. But then I'll know what's in them, says this book, sadly starting to look into making paper. You can make some for me, smiles the shepherdess, and I'll make some for you. The book brightens, but the shepherd adds under his breath, fun has been had in the teeth of human suffering since time began. The shepherdess smiles again on hearing him and replies, that too is true. But don't you think that so many people wondering why everything they buy can't be fairly traded is a start? Sometimes there is hope just in the numbers asking the same question.
A poem about politics. Well, we have been with Sid and Dio, just beginning to think about finishing, and this has been our